picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And the defense made a good play knocking the ball away, and a bad one by roughing the quarterback. Here comes the call. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. He'll do it himself. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Judowski. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll keep it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So Syracuse's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want...
Running free at the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Judovsky. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Sims. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finding open areas. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Finds a spot in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on first down. The throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Orange! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Now on first down from the 28. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Judovsky. Got his man. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sims. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Colorado! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He now has 80 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
In the backfield, it's Price. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Price. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Judowski. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the returner goes down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They take over late in the half. Enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Judowski. With the catch, it's Sims. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. It's complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Timeout. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well give it to him again. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have
making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Judovsky. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The short hands. It's Price. Sweet cut there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Working that wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Judovsky. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And some room to work. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Turning it on! Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be changing the route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Price. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Price. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looking to throw, it's Judovsky. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Price. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They want to throw it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Pulls and fires complete.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a 2-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Looking downfield, it's Judowski. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls it in. It's Price. Just does not like to be tackled. Discarding guys and getting to the 21. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Zips it out to his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Colorado! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
He'll set up to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah,
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
and I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much